Layman's Guide to Mindfulness. One great master, Shankara, says, the patient who faithfully follows the right diet and takes the proper medicine alone is perceived to recover from his illness. No one recovers because another has taken the medicine for him. Are you getting it? So further, the master says, a disease is not treated by merely repeating the name of a medicine. So what we do normally, I have a lot of problem, you know how it can be cured, I'm constantly obsessed with it and I'm thinking it. But merely thinking about it does not cure the disease. You have to take medicine, and without taking it, nothing happens. Similarly, without direct experience and direct realization, the meditation cannot be achieved. It's one of the wonderful verses Shankara has written more than 1400 years ago. You know, one guy, he is here with me, he says, I put 80 hours a week. I put 80 hours a week, and hence you teach me meditation. So meditation cannot happen without the self-effort, without a proper discipline, without regularity, without continuity. This is one of the most important verses. On the other hand, this master clearly guides his disciples that you are in debt, your son is earning more, so your son can get rid of the debt that you have. But for meditation journey, you have to get rid of the ignorance. No one else can get rid of the ignorance because of you are suffering. So when that is the importance of meditation, mindfulness. On the other hand, the mindfulness is also known as effortless and natural process. So for those who don't follow a discipline, a regularity, and those who do not have a burning desire for a direct experience of peace and happiness within, nothing happens. So the effort for a seeker is zero. Effort for a person who is seeking some utopia, oh, if you bless me, everything will happen. For that person, he has to undergo a discipline. He has to understand what it takes to succeed in mindfulness. And there is a proper discipline. There is a constant contemplation and reflection of our life. And we don't put it. We say, okay, it's a pastime. 1 hour is a pastime. Nothing is going to happen. You will feel relaxed. 1 hour, 7 days you are in stress. And again, one day you will feel relaxed. So until the mind explores the suffering, the cause of the suffering within him. I have certain illness, so there are symptoms. And then I want to get rid of it. I go to the doctor, take the medicine, take the proper diet, and get rid of it. Until that sense of, if I say, that sense of positive anxiety takes over me, the life becomes easy. Then it becomes a seeker. And then you get rid of it. So when the Buddha says mindfulness is an effortless, natural process, he is saying it for seeker. He is not saying it for an ordinary person. So we have to move. We have to transition from a person to a seeker. The moment you move and transition from a person to a seeker, the life becomes easy. This is what the great Master Shankara says in his one of the most famous texts on meditation. He also says a beautiful verse that we should always remember: exhaustion and the fatigue caused by carrying a load on the head can be relieved by others coming to one's help, but none save one's own self can end the pangs caused by the hunger and the so on. I'm hungry, and would you say that, okay, let me eat food for you? Majority, not both of you, but majority of people think, oh, you are going to a teacher who will take all your suffering and get you rid of it, just with eyes closed. I have heard about ostrich, that when they are in great danger, they put their head inside the ground, thinking that they will save themselves from the danger. And the hunter comes and kills. The self-effort means disciplining and educating the mind, aims at direct experience of meditation is required. So when we put our self-effort, we discipline and educate the mind based on the principles of Eastern wisdom. Then what happens? I transition from a person to a student. I transition from a student to disciple. I transition from disciple to a seeker. Then I do the practice. And then there is a direct experience. So the moment we become a seeker, the commitment is always there. The burning desire for a direct experience is there. And when that is there, I practice it regularly. I don't leave on a single day. And then what happens? There are some inner changes that takes place in us. That takes place. And that is how the meditation process starts changing our mind. And then the mind realizes the suffering within is caused due to the mind. Mind is the cause of the problem. Mind is the cause of a solution. And then the life changes. How long we should do? How long we have to eat? How long we have to breathe? How long we have to go to the restroom to clear our bowels? Ask yourself. That is the journey, because we are seeking a direct experience, a direct realization. We don't leave anything on anyone outside. And the role of a teacher is all about, he has to repeat it in kindness, in compassion. He has to repeat the same principle differently, based on the temperament of individuals. The last thing that I'm reminding myself, in fact, we go in search for a master and we never find it. On the other hand, the reality in Eastern wisdom that says it is the master who chases the right seekers to bring about a fundamental change. And then what happens? When the teacher chases the student, in modern life it is taken otherwise. Oh, you have some interest and you have this. See that. My master chased me and his disciples again and again. Why you are not coming? Where you are? So initially I thought it is because of the money. Or maybe that I give donations every week. It is only after long time I realized it is all out of the kindness and the compassion. The journey is totally different. The attitude is totally different. The ideas that a seeker gets in his head and understanding is totally different as compared to the modern life. So let us close your eyes and let us start our journey of mindfulness today. Close your eyes, and when you close your eyes, what happens? Be comfortable. Being comfortable. Eyes are closed. You see that I always repeat being comfortable. So I'm looking at the neck joint, feeling the sensation. Feeling the sensation. How do you feel the sensation when your eyes are closed? The mind looks at the neck joint. You have a direct feeling in the experience. And what is that feeling? Is it comfortable? Good enough? If it is not, you can adjust and align. When you align it, you also experience the sense of steadiness. We are done. You see, this is the self-effort. It is very subtle. Only a seeker can really get 100%. A disciple gets only 50%. A student gets only 20%. A person may get or may not get. A person may become a seeker in the very first instance. So when it becomes 100% seeker in the first instant, we say it is a grace by the teacher. No. It is because of your past birth, previous birth, your intensity. See that. Look at the hip joint. When you look at the hip joint, who looks? The mind. Mentally. You feel it. You feel the sensation. You know it is comfortable. And you also experience the steadiness. You see, in the first step, in 3 stages, we are becoming a seeker. And if we miss this point, the entire journey is frustrating. Then the mind says, what this teacher is asking me to do. He doesn't understand my problem. You see that? The entire body. You're looking at the entire body. Who? The mind. When it looks, you feel, you have an experience. And what is that experience? A sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. The second stage goes little deeper. And that is why I say, a seeker picks up these subtle points. A student or a person, it becomes a lot of effort. So there comes the self-effort. You cannot eat for me. You cannot drink for me. Similarly, no one can have a direct realization of peace and happiness for you. So in order to bridge this gap, discipline is required, and that discipline is known as the self-effort. Anyhow, moving further, being carefree. Carefree? What it means by being carefree? Free from the cares? You see, I have repeated hundreds of times. Just in this room, the computer is there, the light and the sunlight, the table, a lot of things are there. Noise is coming outside. I'm carefree. Similarly, you are carefree of the thoughts, the feelings, sensations that is moving inside your head. Sensations happening in the body. The past is repeating itself, the memory returns into the mind, and you are carefree. What does that mean? Let them come and let it go. Done. Let it come, let it go. Let it come and let it go. Let it come and let it go. Do we really understand what it means by let it come and let it go? The mind is not picking up, choosing, thinking on anything at this moment. So it's a subtle moment. It is a subtle movement of the mind. It is something like you have 10 members in the family, you are in a meditation, or you are not in meditation, and all the 9 members are making noise, doing something or the other, your mind is still calm. It is carefree. Let them do it. The third stage, when we are natural. What happens in the state of being natural? You're cheerful. Why you're cheerful? A seeker is always cheerful. Why? That you are undertaking a journey to discover inner peace and happiness. That today you will bring an end to the suffering. See that? It's a very subtle discipline. So the first stage is over. And then look at the head and the neck. Why I am saying so as a second step, we further raise our awareness that we are not the body. I experience my car. I experience the driving. I possess a car, but car is not me. And I am not the car. Apply the same to the body. So we are applying a very higher principle today. I am not the house, and house is not me. So what is the point? House is mine. It belongs to me. It does not mean I am the house and house is me. Same thing applies to the body. But before reaching that awareness, we have to raise our awareness. Otherwise, the mind will go back to the same thing. You see that? Look at the head and the neck. And have a direct experience of being comfortable, carefree, casual, and then experience the sensation. No, I don't feel the sensation. Move the mind once again to the head and the neck. No, I don't feel it. Move the mind once again to the head and the neck. This self-effort is required. And it is not difficult, and it is the most difficult for a person. It is the easiest for a seeker. That makes a big difference between the journey of two people. Head and the neck. Feel the sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In the state of cheerfulness, even if the thoughts are coming and going, many people ask me, I had a lot of thought. Don't pay there, don't go there. Don't you have a choice to listen to me and follow? Yes, you have a choice. The seeker knows the right choice. A person does not. A difference of success and failure. How easy it is. I'm not teaching anything mysticism. Look at the right arm, being comfortable, carefree, casual, and then sensation, relaxation, and stillness. How easy it is. For a seeker, left arm, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Chest and the belly, sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look again the left chest and the belly. Look at the chest and the belly. Feel the sensation, relaxation and stillness. Look at the right leg. The mind goes to the right leg, and you already have an experience of being comfortable, carefree, and casual. Okay. And sensation, relaxation, and stillness. Look at the left leg. So, the first point, you are already in the state of being comfortable, carefree, and casual. And you experience that. In that experience, when you look at the left leg, you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. The entire body, you're comfortable, carefree, and casual. In that state, you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. How simple is that? In that state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness, in that state of sensation, relaxation, and stillness, we go little deeper. So deeper means what? We ask the mind, come on, look inside the head and the neck. With clear understanding. What is that understanding? That the senses, sense organs cannot go inside the body and see. That's why we have microscope and x-rays and ultraviolet, lot of things. But here nothing is present. So what is the right knowledge? The sense organ cannot see it. So what is the self-effort? The mind does not fall back to imagination and hallucinations. The mind becomes aware of the space and the emptiness inside the head and the neck. But what I will get by having this space, and we are emptying the mind of its content. One of the great masters says, empty the mind of its content is mindfulness. We are not doing anything mystical. Look at the right arm. Outside we know there is a sensation, relaxation and stillness. And inside we know there is a space, there is an emptiness. Look at the left arm first. First point. Outside is sensation, relaxation, and stillness, and deeper inside it is all the space and emptiness and a blankness. When the mind moves inside like this, it starts dropping the very effort. The effort is always outside, not inside. Only a seeker can do it. The chest and the belly, outside is the sensation, relaxation and stillness, and inside is the space and the emptiness and the calmness. The right leg, the space, sensation outside, the space and the sense of emptiness inside. How easy it is to be into that state. Look inside the left leg. Space sensation. The entire body. Now become aware as if the mind is living within in the infinite, vast space. Why? You moved away from the sense perception to the mental perception. And that mental perception is without any object of the sense organs. So when we say living in a present moment, we read a lot. A seeker can achieve that. A person of intellectual understanding cannot do that. If I give you a best menu, but there is no food, doesn't work. Same thing. So let us see and have a direct experience of living in a moment. You are aware of the world outside the body. Okay? In that moment, you are not only aware of the world outside and my speaking to you and the body at the same time. It is my conscious experience. So it is our conscious experience of the world outside the body and the experience in the body too. The sensation, relaxation and stillness. And inside the body there is a breath that is also moving, it is at the same moment. And the space inside, so there is a space inside, there is a space outside. The space outside, all the objects are there, all the people are there. That is the world. And the space inside, we have filtered, we have prevented anything from the world to enter within. So we experience the space. This moment of simultaneous awareness of outside and inside, of the non-self and the self at the same time, is living in a moment. It is not intellectually I'm living in a moment works. It is a menu served, not the food. Can you become aware of the space outside? That is a container. In that container, everything exists. You, me, my world outside, your world outside, and also the space inside. And in that moment, we engage the mind to live in it. So maintain that awareness of the container, that is space. In that space, you see the breath is going in and out. So maintain your awareness of the space behind and the breath going in and out, feeling the sensation, no change. When one is a seeker, the mind never questions and complains. Okay, you are a seeker, you are aware of the space, and you are aware of the breath. You are not only aware of the breath going in and out, you are aware of the sensation of the breath, you are aware of no change in the rate and the rhythm of the breath. You are aware this breath contains in the container, that is the space. If there is no space, can there be any movement of the breath? So when we say to go deeper, what it means? That now that you know the quality of the breath, you know the quality of the breath going in and out, you're feeling the sensation, which becomes very prominent sensation. See that? And it becomes so prominent sensation that the mind gets absorbed in the breath awareness. How simple it is, how easy it is for a seeker. There is a simultaneous awareness of the space inside and outside. There is only the space as a container. In that container, you are aware of the breath going in and out, feeling the sensation. And you experience there is something within you that is not changing. It is eternally still. Something like space, a container. And in that container, what it contains is changing. The breath, moving in and out. A mind, having thoughts and no thought, having different thought. And the body is changing. And the world outside. But there is something within. So we are aware of the breath not for the sake of the breath, but for the sake of knowing the self that never changes, that is eternally present. And more or less we have that idea in meditation. You see, if the mind is asking what is next, you're not a seeker. And if the mind is totally absorbed into the breath, that helps to filter out other thoughts and objects. At the same time, you are aware of something that is eternally still. You are already there. You are already there. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your awareness on the right hand, your awareness on the left hand. Lift your both the palms, place it on your eyes, open the eyes inside, know your experiences, bring the hands down now. We will share our experiences.